YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another video. So I wanted to react to this video of how a lot of Americans are struggling to pay rent, how they're struggling to thrive in this economy, how we have a lot of individuals who are now homeless and they are living in storage units and shelters and in their cars. Before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, share and like the content, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos or go live. So I'm going to stop talking. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
I'm broke. I'm 18 years old and I live in this small little vehicle. Today we were finally able to get the front seat out. One of my coworkers at Jack in the Box ended up taking it out for me, and I'm so thankful because I could not do it on my own. And of course I wanted to record for you guys the whole process of taking a whole seat out, but I was embarrassed to ask him if I could record him, and I also don't want anybody from work knowing that I do TikTok. Anyways, after taking the seat out of the vehicle, I cannot believe how spacious it looks. I know a Fiat is a very small vehicle, but it literally feels like a small RV, and taking out the seat just made my life way easier. I don't have to be hopping or jumping to the front seat to get things. I love it. I think I'm gonna get like small little cabinets from Walmart so I can organize my clothes. Somebody asked me where I park, and I do park outside a coworker's house. She allows me to use her electricity, but my car isn't running and I need something.
I'm homeless by choice because I got tired of spending all my money on rent and I need to save some money. If you're new here, I keep most of my stuff at this storage unit, but I also have an office where I have access to Wi-Fi, a refrigerator, and pretty much everything else I need 24/7. I have 2 jobs and I also sleep at work, so that definitely helps. Keep in mind, the office and work are 2 different places. Now, I am really active in my comments, and I noticed that a lot of moms were saying if they didn't have kids, they would be doing the same thing, and I definitely understand. For years, I just felt like it had to be a better way. I did not want to work, go home, take care of the kids, barely sleep, and still have to pay all these bills. My kids are older, so it worked out to where I was finally able to put myself in a situation. So although I sleep at work, I rented this office because I just don't want to be in one spot all day. We have offices starting at $300, so it's nowhere near as much as I would be paying for rent. Whenever I do come here, I have 24-hour access. I can use the bathroom. We have a microwave, refrigerator, Wi-Fi, and everything else I need.
Been living in my car. Now I'm living in a storage unit. I'm trying to get an apartment, but can't right now. I'm at the storage unit, finna get me a storage.
Now that caption said what? $150 for the storage and $2,000 for rent. Wow. That's a big difference. And I'm just saying, you know, it is becoming really expensive for most people. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, this is unfortunate. It really is. I empathize with folks because I understand, you know, the cost of things. And this was why I couldn't imagine doing it by myself. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't families that are homeless, but for the most part, they're able to have a place to put their kids because it's 2 incomes. It's both of them working and chipping in and they can maintain even if it is difficult. But when you're by yourself and all of it is placed on you, when you fail, that's it. There's no cushion. There's nobody else you can lean on. There's nobody else that can help you. It's just all on you, which makes it more difficult in my opinion. Let's continue.
I'm feeling mighty proud of myself today, you know. Yeah, you can see the building right here. I ain't gonna really show everything, but yeah. I'm looking for the smallest storage unit. How much is the smallest? Just got the storage unit.
That's small. Oh my God.
Spider web right here. I think I can put my. Thought I would have a bigger one, but I think I can put my bed right here or whatever. Man. Got all my stuff in. Gotta get some. I lit this up when I get hot.
door open?
Yeah.
Okay, because we can't have it closed like that. It has to be open, wide open at all times.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Everything okay?
Everything good?
Okay, yeah. If you don't mind opening it, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. Man, I had to bring him here.
Wow.
I ain't want to do it, but I mean, he chilling, man. This is where we at for the night.
Wow. So him and his son, they're living in a storage. She says, me and my son sleep in a storage unit, part 4. This is unfortunate, man. This is crazy. Something has to change. You know what I mean? This is getting very serious. Price is going to have to go down, something to help people be able to get in more affordable housing, you know, just for the sake of us not having a whole lot of people who are on the streets and trying to live. This is getting crazy. It is really getting crazy. It's getting drastic. And as much as, you know, people like to get on social media and act like they got it all together and they ain't struggling and they doing it all by themselves and all these boss chicks, baby. I don't understand it. Like, you know, when funds are low, when business is down and you're not making that boss chick money, what's going to happen? Are you saving for a rainy day? Do you have funds aside for when times get hard? Because times look like they are getting harder. And it's unfortunate, but this is just the nature of the beast. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be prepared for this. This is crazy. It really is. But it could happen to anybody. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
We in the unit. You know what I'm saying? Shelter, he be tripping, man. His behavior, he on a bunch of weird people there. He don't look like it. But here, he got his own world. He got the TV. He got the bed. He chilling. So he got the moat. You know what I'm saying? We gonna thug it out. We gonna slide out in the morning, do what we do. Ain't that right, boy? We gonna do what we do, ain't it? Huh?
So life update.
Wow.
I'm living in my car. My little S10. This is me. It's my home for the foreseeable future. And yeah, I don't know what to do. And I don't really have anyone. I toured 2 apartments yesterday. I won't qualify for them because you have to make 2.5 times the over $1,200 rent a month. And I don't even make the rent a month. I've never been homeless before. But you know what? This is a really good story. Like, I can only go, I could go down, but like, I'm gonna go up from here. Cause then, like, I'm broke and homeless at 21. But like, that makes for such a good story. When I'm like super successful and rich and like doing so well and have so many people. I'm gonna have such a bomb starter story. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like, I was broke and homeless at 21. And look where I am now. Boom. And it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like, wow. Go you. I just gotta make it through this part. But this part like builds resilience, character, all that shit. I'm gonna be so funny after this. I'm gonna have such a good personality. I'm gonna be equipped with so many skills. I'm gonna be so smart, crafty, nifty, and cool and funny. And it's gonna be so good. I just gotta make it through this part. Just checking in, I guess. I mean, I'm just life update. I don't.
She might need a little therapy. I'm just saying. And I feel bad for her and everyone. She's gonna need a little therapy, but she'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. You know, she won't be the first and she's not the last to be homeless. A lot of people have had a homeless story. A lot of people have been homeless and they figured it out and they got a job and they moved forward, elevated. Some people have become rich millionaires. A lot of actors and entertainers were homeless at some point and now look at them now. So it is very possible for you to get through it. But my thing is, I just, you know, I always focus on trying your hardest not to be put in that position. And I know it's very hard and nobody thinks that it'll happen to them or foresee themselves being homeless, but it could happen. And I just think you know, being in these social media spaces, we hear so much about boss chicks, independent women, they don't need no man and all this. And then to come to find out, a lot of these women are homeless. And I'm not shading or anything like that, because it's an unfortunate thing. And you know, there's a lot that's going on in this economy that is, you know, contributing to the homelessness rate, because the prices are too damn high. I agree. But I just think, you know, in our community, in the Black community, we have a lot of women who are out here boasting about being independent. They don't need nobody. They got it all in the bag. But then on the flip side, there's really something more sinister happening. They're not really making all this money. They're not really just, you know, completely functioning well by themselves. They actually need help. In a lot of these cases, like I said, it would always be better to have two incomes than just one. If you have both sides contributing and y'all are building on that, it will be easier to maintain when, you know, something, you know, arises, or there's a difficult time, or somebody lose a job. You have a cushion. That way you can still maintain your life, maybe cut back on some things, but you will still have a roof over your head and not have to become homeless. There are some extenuating situations and circumstances that have occurred through politics and other means that are beyond the scope of what we could do as individuals that is contributing to this. But also it just points to a different perspective of what you can do as an individual person. If you have not gotten to this point, you're not homeless, and you know, to think a little bit smarter with your finances. This is not the time, in my opinion, to just, you know, be flashy and just spend your money on things you really don't need, because you never know if you could be in the position that some of these people are in. And if you have the means now, it will make more sense to start saving, putting that aside, and stop spending so frivolously, thinking that you're always going to have it when you may not. So that's just my 2 cents. That's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell. You know what it is. Chime in. Let me know your thoughts on this whole video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.